Jones. Okay, I'll post it. Oh, I have that stupid timer. Okay, Jones, so someone joined up, alright. So do you want to play the national anthem now? For the pre-race?
You can play it. I don't have it.
I'll get that playing real quick. I hope this is it. Okay, guys, so we're back for Trinity Competitive Racing Round 7 on Austria. I'm joined today by yours truly, Jones. Are you excited to be here?
Oh, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited that you woke up and you made it on time for the race today.
Oh my, alright, shots already being fired, alright. So, we had some technical difficulties with the stream starting, so that's why it's on this YouTube channel. And we'll go ahead and let you know now, and then before we do it again, at the end of qualifying, we are going to start a record for Jones, correct? And
That's right.
we're gonna pretty much restart the commentating in a way, so it can be posted onto the Trinity Competitive Racing YouTube, because the clips are only 60 minutes. So if you guys hear us like stop talking for a minute and then restart in a way, that's why. But we'll get you guys some pre-race, as Jones said, action going on here. So, Jones, you got anyone you want to spectate yet? Anyone you want to put them under pressure?
I'm floating around right now.
Floating
Looking
around?
to see how Kitten Petter does. He has zero practice for today's race, so maybe he'll be in the litter a little bit today.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely good, especially in Golden, to have some practice. So, oh, he dove in the pits. We'll follow Mr. Cluzo as he goes around the first of the double left-handers. He's riding around the second one. Oh, yeah, he went off track. I don't know if his lap will be invalidated for that. Probably not. But as he's going around the second to final turn, goes way wide again. As he goes around the final turn, yeah, he just stopped. Okay. So...
We have a new driver in the Golden lineup today. I'm not sure how you say his name. Varun, V-A-Run. New to Golden. 6th fastest so far.
Do you think he'll win tonight, Jones? You think he'll take the dub?
I definitely don't, but in TCR the debuts are
pretty crazy.
powerful. I'm
Yeah.
not sure why that is yet, but it's definitely a thing.
Yeah, as we saw, someone debut as a reserve driver in Silver win, right? Correct? He was reserve, I think. And he
He was a
just,
reserve.
yeah, and he just
And
blew us away.
he whooped your butt.
Yeah, he did whoop my butt. I got P4. I'm happy. I am happy.
That was B Smooth. B Smooth, I believe, is actually a former TCR driver, but from back in the day. But he had made his debut in the silver class, and from the back of the grid, dominated. Really, I mean,
Yeah.
he got it pretty handily.
So, one thing I do got to point out is for our two Renault drivers right now, Swarner and Airborne Tiger. Swarner's birthday was yesterday, and Airborne Tiger's birthday is tomorrow. So Airborne said that if he won the race, he wanted us to sing him happy birthday. So, I mean, he probably won't win knowing him, but if he does, Jones, me and you might have to sing him a little happy birthday.
Oh man, that's good because I don't sing.
Well, we'll hear Jones' vocal cords going if Airborne can win this race for us.
Well, look at Swarner just steps off the bus. He shows up a little late to the grid and sets a blistering 104.7. I like that. Swarner came ready to play.
He did. He was on that bus ride home. He was listening to his little pre-race music playlist. His little Ariana Grande and Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. You think it's Ariana? All right. I mean,
what do you think he listens to?
It might be like Miley Cyrus or something.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's probably Miley Cyrus, to be honest. But we know Swarner ain't no heavy metal type of guy.
My man W sitting fifth right now. He's just biding his time. He'll show up on pole at the last second. Don't worry.
He's teasing us. Oh, he went in the pits.
His teammate Decron now on the board, sixth fastest. Not bad.
As we got Ken Petter starting his lap. Jones, if you want to take us through a lap around Austria.
Oh man.
See if you know your stuff.
See if he gets in the litter here. Flying up the hill to turn 2, big time traction zone here, coming out of the little hairpin turn. Full speed. This is a DRS zone for the race. Down the hill, another tricky one on the traction. Third gear. Ease back on the throttle, fly down the hill. And a very fast left-hander. You don't want to miss this apex like Kitten does. And another fast left-hander, another apex you do not want to miss like Kitten did again. Flying down to a right-hander that can get the best. Kitten's going into pits. Look at this. It's like he's listening. He didn't want to actually set a time on that.
Well, you got us through most of the lap though, so that's pretty good. As we're on board with Dre Diggy, it's giving me his butt cam. I don't want to see that. Give me a good one. Okay, so we're gonna watch his onboard, I guess. Oh, okay, now we're back in third person as he's going down the straight to the first of the two left-handers. And he's going around, hit the apex decently well. Goes off track a little bit though, as he saves it and comes back on track. So he gets a good exit, not really much wheel spin. He's coming to the second to last turn of the track. He's going to brake at about the 50-meter board, going down in 6th gear, going on to the last turn, down to 4th gear, catches the curb nice, well, doesn't get really any wheel spin. Where do you think that'll put him on the board? I think P5. Oh, it's like 6.
Splitting the Ferraris. Well, look at Team Renault here, sitting top of the board. What do you think of that? You think they've got a 1-2 in them tonight?
He might want that win for his happy birthday, Jones. You might get your vocal cords ready.
Do you think 2 in a row is in line for Airborne?
Oh, I don't know. He did pretty well at Austria, but there was a lot of luck involved with his teammate Swarner smoking the back of D'Angelo, and along with Special Ops, which, Jones, that brings me to us. Do you want to read off the standings, or should I?
I can get you the standings. Do you want the driver's standings?
Hmm? The drivers, yes.
I'll get you the driver's standings first. Alright, Sequit still sitting at the top, though he's been promoted to platinum. That should be cleaned up tonight, actually. Airborne sitting in second place. He's 5 points behind. So good chance he moves into the lead of the championship tonight. Behind Airborne is his teammate Swarner, 49 points. And tied with Swarner is Spec Ops. D-Crime and W, the two Ferraris, are in 5th and 6th. Dre Diggy, 7th place, behind W, just 1 point behind. Kitten Petter, a few further back, followed by Coleman and Failed. Graka, sitting in 11th. Graka is better than that, waiting for him to show his form, his true form. Gate Angelo, new TCR official, sitting in 12th place with 15 points. He is followed by the two Mercedes of Woodsy Boy and Log 666. Mojo sitting in 15th, followed by Clues, Ultimate, Frostack, and Red Wing. As far as constructors go, it's basically Renault versus Ferrari at this point. Mercedes is kind of sitting back there with a chance, but they need to start getting some results. A lot of those points are due to Sequit's performance early in the season. So it's Ferrari versus Renault as far as constructors go, and it looks like that'll continue here at Austria tonight. As both teams doing well in qualifying.
But one thing I did to point out is the new TCR official D'Angelo, almost a Dre Diggy, spun going like in the short shoot, I guess, between the first left hand and the second one. I switched over to spectate him, and he was parked in the gravel, so he must have cut a little too much curb there, or exit, you know. So, now he did stay out on those same tires and saved his DRS and is on another lap as he's going around the second to final turn. I think he's going in the pits. He is. Dang it. As Special Ops might be on a lap. Or an in lap. Swim Jones. What's your predictions for this race? Top 3, podium.
Boy, you want the top 3 right now?
Yep, 4 minutes
I've
left.
got a funny feeling about Spec Ops pulling off a win tonight.
From almost P3, you think he's gonna get it? Provisional P3.
Well, I don't know if he'll be P3, but
yeah.
For some reason, I feel good about Spec Ops tonight. He's kind of due for a good, complete performance. So, I'll look for him to win the race. I'll give WP2. Dre Diggy P3.
Dre Diggy?
I'll mix it up tonight.
Okay. Okay. Everyone in the comments, give us your predictions down below. If there's anyone here. We'll see what you guys think about so far with 3 minutes left of qualifying. As Dre Diggy's going around the final turn, pretty sure he's on a lap. Gets a pretty good exit as he's going down the straight, activates his DRS in 7th gear. Does not improve. But he could just be starting a lap. I highly doubt it.
Low on ERS, he'll be on an in-lap here. Either that or saving up for another go. He's only got 2.5 minutes.
So we got Coleman, I believe, starting a lap. Yeah, he has nearly full ERS. So we got Coleman going around the second turn, going down the long straight where there's 3 DRSs on this track, by the way. So that creates a lot of excitement, especially defending wise. As Jones, you'll see tomorrow. Jones will be defending, won't you?
Well, I hope so. Either that or I'll be at the very end of the pack and won't have to defend against anything.
Oh, don't talk down on yourself. As we got Coleman going around the second of the left-handers, Gets a pretty good exit. Catches enough curve where he rolls through. This camera sucks. As he's going around second to last turn into sixth gear, that is definitely an about lap. Yeah, he dives into the pits. Okay. As we have failed UX going down to the second to last turn. He's in 7th gear. Keeps it in 7th. Puts it down into 6th. Goes a little wide. I don't think that's going to be invalidated though. As he gets down into 4th gear, 5th gear, 6th gear. Activates DRS. 7th gear. And I don't think he improved. Which, let me change something here.
Swarner's on a flyer here, see if we can get a faster pull time. Coming through sector 3, last 2 corners, fast ones, fast right-handers. Good through there, let's see what he gets.
He's 2/10 off, or 2/10 better on his lap. So it's a 104.5, which I have seen him do a 104.4 maybe. It might have been a 5, but he's
Second
definitely
place
quick.
W, also on a flyer. He's making it through sector 2 at the moment.
As he locked up a little bit.
Down the hill.
Someone down in the comments saying that Log was looking good in the golden class. Bam bam. This is a caution.
2 more corners for W, looking for the pole. He needs to find 3.5 tenths here.
Got a pretty good last 2 turns though, which I don't know if that's good enough for pole. And just going across the finish line, he went 1 tenth better.
Oh!
But he could not find
he
enough.
He does go better. Not faster than Swarner though.
That is good though, because now he is 2 tenths in front of Airborne. As Airborne had to pass a bunch of lap cars, as it looks like he's just starting his last lap. No, I think he might be done. Yes, he is done. Okay, so our top 3 are done, but failed UX is on a lap, maybe. I can't tell. Can you tell failed UX is on a lap?
I don't think he is.
No. Okay, let's see here. Let's see who else we have. I don't. Log 666 might be on a lap though. As he's in 5th gear, 6th gear. Goes down into 5th. Around to the right hand. I do not think he's on a lap. No, he's not. Is that all drivers done?
That's it. Swarner with another pole.
Graka is not on a lap. Graka is, but he's cruising across the finish line. I think he was just finishing. So, Swarner with another TCR pole. I don't know how many that is, but very impressive by him. If you would like to read through the order, Jones.
Yeah, Swarner with a 104.5. Plenty fast enough for pole tonight. W splits the Renaults, sitting on the front row with Swarner. Airborne will start 3rd alongside Spec Ops. All of those drivers under in the 104s. 1 second, I lost my menu here. All right, starting at 5th is Dre Diggy alongside Fatal. Very close pace there. The first of the 2 Red Bulls, Graka, starting 7th alongside the Williams Coleman. Clues, the 2nd Red Bull, in 9th next to D-Crime, who nearly 7 tenths behind his teammate, Double. Kitten Petter, 11th place without any practice. Nice job by him. The newcomer VA Run, or however you say his name, he'll start 12th in the Racing Point. Log 666, 13th, Frost Hack, Red Wing, Gate Angelo in 16th, and Ultimate and Woodsy Boy to wrap it up. Woodsy Boy with the DQ.
Woodsy Boy with the DQ? How did he get that? I didn't even notice.
I believe he lost the car, spun around, and drove the wrong way.
Oh.
Little Codemaster's trick.
Yeah. So, I think this is going to be an exciting race. As, Jones, you might want to start your recording about now.
Yep, we're gonna restart now. We'll reset for the official stream for TCR. Well, you.
All me. Hey guys, welcome back to Trinity Competitive Racing Season 7, or not Season 8, Race 7 at Austria. So me and Jones just watched through the qualifying on the broadcast on my channel, and it was pretty exciting as we're starting the formation lap. Jones, do you have anything to say about the qualifying?
I mean, Ferrari and Renault again are the story here tonight. They're in a good constructor battle. Swarner starting to come into his own these last few races. Another pole for him. W also starting to come into his own, showing his true form. We'll start right next to him on the front row. Last week's winner, Airborne, back at it this week. So we've got some fast drivers at the front of the pack tonight, and a fast track. So I'm expecting some good action as long as they can get through turns 1 and 2 here. Notorious starting turns for even for this game.
All the drivers were talking about the glare going into turn 1. They were all saying that they were going to get blinded going into turn 1. So I guess we'll see if really anyone will get blinded, huh?
Yeah, it's a big factor. It's tough to, I mean, the brake marker is different on lap 1 anyways, but it's hard to see it with that glare in addition to all the cars, so be tough.
And
Swarner's
if you want to
backing them up in the last couple corners.
If you want to say your predictions for the TCR stream, you can say it because they're pretty crazy predictions, if you ask me.
Oh, I'll stick with. They're not crazy at all, man. You just take it easy. There we got. I'm going with Spec Ops for the win. No shame. I'm going W in second, and I'm going with Dre third place. That's the podium. Bank it.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. You know who's gonna win though?
Go for it. What's your prediction?
Swarner P1, D Crime P2, and Airborne Tiger P3. That's gonna be the podium tonight. 2 Renaults.
Good luck
and
with
the Ferrari.
that. D Crime from 10th up to 2nd.
I mean, someone came from last in the silver race.
Here we go.
As we got 1 red light, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we're away at the Austrian Grand Prix. As we have all the drivers getting off to pretty good starts. As Swarner is going to take P1 in turn 1. Airborne and Special Ops going side by side. Special Ops does get the position though. As Jones, if you're at the back of the grid, oh, someone swerved a pink car.
Yeah, Woodsy boy spun around on turn 1.
So we still have everyone going pretty clean here. As we got a couple of 2 wides. Oh, it's pretty clean through turn 2. As Graka maybe got pushed off track a little bit. No, it was not Graka.
Very
Coleman.
clean start all in all for Austria.
Indeed. As we got Coleman going off track. Coleman goes off track. No, Coleman, what are you doing? As Coleman's going to go all the way down to 17th off of that. That's not...
Kittenpetter and Gade in a very good battle early on. Kittenpetter gets in the grass a little bit. Looking for that litter already.
As D'Angelo... Oh, he just went off... D'Angelo went off track too. D'Angelo was doing good. Oh, man. As Swarner's already up to a commanding lead at .844. Going down the main straight. That's a pretty good lead going off at the first lap. So we do have the Failed UX and Dre Diggy pretty close right now. Along with Darkest Crime already going into P7. So we'll see what will happen there. As Failed UX is .1 off of Dre Diggy. He's going to go around the outside. A little bit of contact. Not enough to get damage. And Dre does keep the position. As Darkest is just creeping up behind Jones. Oh, Dre goes into the grass a little bit.
Really fighting hard here. Tough battles early on. Austria is always tight racing, but look at Swarner pull away. He's got a second clear already on lap 2. Do not want to let the leader get away on this track. It's too short a lap.
Yes, it's a short lap. As really the closest battle on track right now is Darkest, Failed, and Dre. As Darkest is just Really catching on Failed as Failed's trying to go on Dre. There's a Sector 3. I think that might have been Log. Yes, he did go on the pit. No, it's Red Wing. He wrecked the second to last corner.
Spec Ops goes off, lost traction in turn 1. He went into the grass, no damage, he's back.
As he's going to take the inside line as Dre Diggy's going around his outside. He does stick it, but Dre Diggy goes for the switchback.
Nice
he got
move,
it.
But
Nice
Dre.
move.
Nice. Very nice.
As Special... Wait, not Special. As Failed is looking for the move on him. As he's going to go around Dre's outside. He gets a little loose there, and Failed gets the position.
Really struggling with the rear tires right now.
And Darkest also passes him, so he just got passed by 3 drivers because of 4 actually cutting airborne, just because of 1 mistake he made. So that's
Decrim up 4 spots early on.
As we have position change on the screen, the highest climber right now is Decrime and Frosthacker, both up 4 positions, and the lowest are the lowest people that went down is Log down 4 and Coleman down 4. So the top 3 have not switched any positions, so it's looking good for them though, as W is already a 1.6 behind Swarner. That's not a good gap that you want to have this early into the race.
No, Swarner is absolutely setting a blistering pace right now. He's in the 107s on pace. That's very fast early on with full race fuel.
Yeah.
This might be an easy one for him tonight if he can manage the tires.
Or not get damage. As we've seen a bunch of drivers already lose traction at this track. This track is, I wouldn't say notorious, but a lot of people do try to get onto the throttle too soon and lose traction. As we have about a 5 long train forming up with Dre Diggy in all of them. As Failed's 1/10 behind Dre Diggy looking for the move, as Darkest is 2/10 off of him. So it looks like we might have some more position changes if anyone uses the DRS down the main straight to do anything.
Just looking close, it might have been a bit of strategy on Swarner's part. He had very low ERS a little while ago. He might have been trying to pull out of the ERS zone with W early on. And then now he's harvesting when he can, so W is actually hanging on right now. So it might have just been a little extra power in those first couple laps for Swarner. We'll see how it goes.
As Fail passes Dre Diggy, I don't know what happened. I just saw the position change. So Dre Diggy loses that position to Fail. Then Darkest is now looking for a move on him. As Dre Diggy is almost out of ERS along with Failed, and Darkest has just been harvesting. So it's looking very good for him as he tries to go around the outside, backs out. Dre Diggy locks up a tad bit and keeps the position.
We'll see a lot of attempts to pass on turn 3 there tonight. It's a real tough one. Just a tough traction zone. Very tough place to make a pass.
Oh, sorry.
But it's enticing, so we'll see it.
As Dre Diggy, Darkest are, and Dre Diggy's only 3/10 off of Failed, and Darkest is 3/10 off. Oh, as Darkest passes Dre Diggy, he used the ERS
Dre
that
went
he
wide
had.
on the final corner. It's a little deep.
So now Special is might be trying to get up into this battle that has been going on, as Failed is 5/10 in front of Darkest. He's just been trying to pull away while Darkest has been getting around Dre. As Dre was thinking about going down the inside of Darkest but backs out, and now Special Ops might be looking for a move on Dre. He is. He's going to go around the outside into this left-hander. He clears him. No. Dre comes back mid-turn. They are side by side. Special gets the position. So a good pass by him to at least regain one of the positions he lost.
Spec Ops trying to recover from that turn 1 half spin. Just doesn't seem to be able to put a complete race together this season. He's got the pace every track, it seems. See if he can continue the recovery.
Oh, as Darkest goes wide in the last turn. He went really wide in the last turn. So he's going to lose a lot of time on Special and Dre that he had already cleared. As Mr. Cluse is not looking to get past Dre. This is some really good midfield battles going on while the leaders are just gapping. As Airborne Tiger has nearly a 2-second gap to failed. W is a 3.5 to Airborne, and Swarner with a 1.3 to W. So, not really much going on at the front.
Swarner's still using a lot of ERS to maintain this gap. W's got the option to catch him if he wants. It looks like he's content with just sitting within a second and a half for now. Maybe he's looking to make a push on that second set of tires. Looking around the pit window tonight for those guys on softs up front, we're probably in the between 10 and 12 laps. Look for some people to start pitting.
That is about...
There's an option to go to hards or mediums. We might see both of those strategies tonight.
I don't think we'll see as many hards as mediums because, along with these drivers, they know how to conserve their tires if need be. So, or conserve. So.
Don't tell that to Swarner.
Well, yeah, good point. I guess.
He's flying.
And Special Ops gets his first penalty of the race at 3 seconds, which is early into the race. So that is bad, but not that bad.
W nearly within DRS range. He's starting to close that gap. Swarner's tires have got to be destroyed by now, or at least beginning to wear down. But W with all the opportunity in the world here. If his tires are in good shape, he's got ERS nearly full and almost down to the 1 second gap needed for the DRS.
Special Ops gets around Dre Diggy. I don't know if he had already, but I saw position change, so either Dre went for the move or something happened. As Mr. Clues gets passed by Graka and Frost, so he must have gone off the track as Red Wing and DNFs. I do not know what happened there, but it was in Sector 3.
Looked like he pulled off. Might have gone off track, and he just pulled to the side and retired.
Okay. So Darkest Crime, 2/10 off of failed. He will have DRS, which failed will not. So it looks like he might look for the move down this straightaway. I don't think he has enough. Oh, yes, he does. He's going to go in on the inside through this turn. As they have a little bit of contact. They're just rubbing his racing, right, Jones? As they are side by side. Failed does keep the position. So good defending by him. As Dre passes Special Ops again. So Special Ops is going to go. Oh, he backed out. Okay. As Darkest and Failed are side by side. Going into the first of the two left-handers. They are still side by side. Failed does catch a little bit of grass. He spins. Failed just spun it.
Wow, nice move by D-Crime on the outside there. That's a tough one. Failed couldn't quite handle the action there.
So, Dre Diggy and Special Ops. Special Ops has fallen a little back to Dre Diggy, but he gets a better exit out of that turn. As Dre Diggy goes a little light, gets a little loose there, hits the grass. Special Ops is going to catch up on this main straightaway. He's going to look down the inside of Dre Diggy. Dre Diggy closes it off. So Dre Diggy does keep the position, but now Special Ops, I believe, will have the speed here as Failed UX leaves the session. I don't know if he was upset about what happened or whatnot.
Hopefully he just lost the connection.
Yeah.
Be right back, hopefully.
Sucks to see drivers get mad about something like that.
Spec Ops not giving up here. Into turn 3, and a lot of action here tonight. Not quite.
As there's still a Sector 3 yellow flag, so I don't know what happened there. Is someone spun?
W is within 1 second of Swarner. He has closed the
2/10.
gap.
Oh, wow. Nice, he's going to go around the outside. You got this, Jones. All you.
Swarner's tires are gone. W easily around the outside. He's going to power up the hill. Nose to nose here. Top hairpin. W concedes and try again in the DRS zone.
So Swarner does keep the position, and even though he is almost out of ERS, it looks, he is at 33%. W's at 75, so it looks like Swarner may have pushed a little too hard on those tires early on in the race.
But yeah, I think Sorner's tires are done. We'll see if he dips in this lap or if he goes another. But W's got to start pushing right now. He looks like he's got plenty of opportunity right now to create a gap during the pit stops. Swarner stays out,
I
and
think
W behind him into the front straight. He's gonna have DRS here.
I think Swarner may be pitting on around lap 14 because that's when most silver drivers did. So these drivers are going to try to take their tires to a little, probably around lap 14. So we should see some more pit stops around then.
Straight line speed, definitely not a strength of W. Might make it tough on him.
As Kitten, Petter, Coleman, and Clues dive into the pits as soon as I say that, people are going to pit at 14.
D-Crime and Airborne, you find these guys together on track all the time. Here they go again into turn 3. Tell you what, you said D-Crime was what, 3rd place tonight? Looking good so far.
No, second. I said he's going to be 2nd place.
2nd? My goodness.
And I said Airborne, Tiger 3rd, and Swarner for the win. So I think W
Airborne showing pit.
He is going to dive
into pits. Goes Airborne. He'll be the first. Undercut is real here. We'll see how he makes out if he goes to medium or hard.
Dre Diggy also dives into the pits. Says W is on Swarner's tail, going down the main straight. He's gonna go. He was looking for the inside, but doesn't. He hooks Swarner. W just hooks Swarner. He waited for him though, as a good gentleman does, and lets Swarner back by. You do not want to pass someone like that.
Airborne onto the mediums, Dre onto the hards. 2 different strategies seen already. Airborne stop was a little bit slow. We'll see how this shakes out for him. He was just ahead of D-Crime when he went in. And W right on the gearbox of Swarner once again.
This Ferrari Constructors is looking like it's gonna.
Swarner headed in. W stays out.
So the both Renaults have gone into the pits now.
See how this works out for W. He's got to use up that ERS now and really push, and he has a chance. But a little skittish out of turn 1. That's not a good start. But it looks like he's going full bones here. He's full ERS trying to bridge the gap to Swarner before he heads into pits himself. And interesting here, D-Crime ahead of Swarner. Airborne, not quite. 5-second gap. So see which Ferrari, if not both, comes in the pits here.
As this is looking like a very interesting race in my opinion. So we have a lot of different strategies, but I think it's very nice to have, especially in league racing. You don't like to see everything the same all the time, you know?
Right. W diving in now. A little loose heading into pits.
So,
my goodness.
D-Crime gonna be able to lead a couple laps, put this on his TCR resume.
That's right. We'll see which tires we've got for W. It looks like he goes to mediums.
Will he come out in front of Swarner?
Swarner just coming to the front straight right now.
He will not. Swarner's gonna pass. It's gonna be close.
It's gonna be a tight one. Swarner around turn 1. W up the hill.
Swarner
just behind.
gets out in front of him. So as him and Kitten Petter go side by side, Kitten Petter on those, or Ultimate, sorry, Ultimate on those 14 lap old mediums, and W, yeah, just the new tires.
On the in lap, W just missed traction on turn 1. I think he paid for it here. He had a chance to bridge that gap.
Jones, I have a question for you since you're in Platinum. How long is a pit stop here from the entrance to the being able to take control? Do you know?
It's classified information. I'll tell you Friday night.
Oh, I see. I'm just trying to see
Uh-huh.
if Darkus will come out in front of Airborne Tiger.
I'll teach you how to get to platinum.
As Darkus dives into the pits. We'll see what tire compound he chooses to put on as
D-Crime
Swarner.
coming in. Is he going to come out behind Airborne or ahead? That's what I'm interested in.
Oh,
He
he's
went
gonna be
2
ahead.
laps longer.
He's gonna be ahead. Never mind. Yeah, never
Airborne
mind.
makes it work.
So Airborne gained about 2 seconds on D-Crime.
Yep.
So
Big undercut.
yeah, so D-Crime was really struggling on the softs. But one thing to keep
But
in mind
give
is
D-Crime two extra laps on as far as tire wear goes. Maybe he'll come back later in the race.
yeah, as Airborne Tiger is already on his 3rd lap of medium, so that's definitely going to play a factor later in the race.
W closing that gap real quick. Looks like he's got good pace on these medium tires.
Jones, if you would like to say the Fanatec affiliation while we're waiting for a battle to brew up.
Yep, well we will share a link once this stream gets uploaded to the TCR channel. You'll see in the description a link to Fanatec. TCR is affiliated with Fanatec and they make the best wheels in the industry for sim racing and specifically this game. Highly recommended by TCR if you'd like to help us out. Click the link, buy some cool stuff, buy yourself a good wheel. CSL Elite, whatever you want. They've got the direct drive now, but use the link, helps us out a little bit. So we'll get a little bit of the proceeds to keep TCR running. So that'll be link in the description.
As I think Kitten Petter may have struggled a second ago as Graka and Coleman I believe passed him, so I did not see what happened there. I switched too late, but Kitten Petter is now to P10 on the verge of getting points as he's going to finish the race on that compound as he just needs to stand for the Woodsy.
Graka and Coleman going at it right now. Graka looking really good on those hard tires. Or is he on the hard tires? My menu says he is, and then the video keeps changing on me. That's interesting. Another little Codemasters trick I haven't seen yet. His tires are blinking on my screen. I like that.
Okay, so we have a little rainbow going on with the driver's tires, you say? As W,
Yeah.
oh, W and Swarner are battling. I did not notice.
W's been closing the gap very steadily. He's clearly got better pace on these medium tires.
So, do you think that W playing the more conservative strategy worked in his favor?
Well, I do happen to know that this was W's plan. He was expecting to get some good pace on the mediums, but you know he's got to make this last all the way to the end of the race. This is a tough spot to be battling in this early in the tire stint. You need these mediums to make it to the end. So he's got to make an easy pass or just be content with sitting behind Swarner.
Dre Diggy going really wide when Special Ops went down his inside. He just went way off the track. I don't think there was any contact made. So Special making it around Dre Diggy a good amount after that. As we're going to go back to the W and Swarner battle brewing up as he is 3/10 off. But it looks like he's conserving because he has 95%. Swarner only has 30. So I think he's just playing it smart and trying to play the long run in this race. Oh, someone just lagged for me. Swarner did lag for a second. Hopefully he does not continue to do that.
I'm trying to figure out W's approach here. Good move here down into turn 2. Oh, a little bit loose out of there. W's part. W's not using much ERS. I think he's just trying to hang on to the tires. I'm guessing. He's got some extra power available to him, but he's not using it. Choosing to not use it.
One thing that is making me mad is W's helmet does not match his car. That one's really getting me.
Well, that's just double being double. That's okay.
So, is your podium still standing how it is, or have you changed your mind at all?
Oh, I can't change my mind. That would be cheap.
I was gonna say that you were cheating if you did that. I was trying to walk you into that. Smart man.
They're all there, though.
What was your podium again?
I had Spec Ops, Double, and Dre.
I mean, kind of. As W goes down the inside of Swarner, Swarner goes for the switchback, and it does work. I switched to airborne on accident.
Very nice move by Swarner.
It was. He broke a little earlier, got a better exit than W because W broke really late, and just kept his position. So if he can just do this for about 15 more laps, he'll be in a good position.
I'll tell you what, we saw Swarner's pace drop off late in the soft tire stint. I would not be surprised if that continues to these tires. He's using ERS in the same fashion. Obviously, is pushing as hard as he can to stay in front of Double right now. You know, this might play very well into Double's hands. If he can keep the pressure on, Swarner's just going to drive himself out of the race on those tires.
Yeah, Swarner is using his tires up too much as we still have a lot of the race left, so he needs to play more conservative like W is. But W is putting a lot of pressure on Swarner for him to keep the position.
Both of them making ground on airborne, just pulling away, these two guys.
As Log and failed, 15 and 14th go side by side through the right-hander. And it looks like Fail keeps the position even though that's his AI, I believe.
Kitten Petter looking to make a move on Graka up the hill. Into the hairpin, we'll see what happens. And easily done. Of course, he gets bad traction coming out of turn 2. Graka right back at it into 3. Kitten with a switch. And they're going to go side by side down into the left-handed turn 4. Good luck.
Kitten does keep the position though, because Graka, I think he might have let Kitten by for a second to try to get DRS in the next section and maybe go for another overtake.
Nice job by the McLaren driver who did not practice this week. A lot of NASCAR, if that counts for anything.
As W's looking for a position on Swarner going into turn 2, he's on his outside, so they're going side by side into turn 2. And W does not, or Swarner does not leave him any room. W had half of his car still on the track. I mean, that's enough room though. As W's gonna go for the inside now.
Another move down into 3. Here we go.
W can't get it. What is up, W? Come on now.
He's kind of playing an in-between game here. He's trying to conserve the tires and race Swarner. I'm not sure if that's to his benefit. I feel like he should just give it full bones and get past him. He's clearly got more pace than Swarner. If he could get ahead, he can pull away and maintain the tire wear. But as long as he's sitting right behind him like this, the pressure on Swarner is good, but he might pay for it with the tire wear. Of course, they both might. Let's do it again into turn 2 and turn 3. These guys are relentless. Swarner much better out of turn 3 consistently against double. What do you think double needs to do here to win this race, Case?
I think that W needs to just wait until Swarner's tires fall off, literally, and then just overtake him when he's getting loose out of all the turns, because that's what's going to happen at this point.
I agree. I think he's got to sit back if that's the strategy he wants to take. But it looks to me like he's not doing that. I think he's trying to get by him without using ERS.
As a couple
Into 3 again. Ooh, lock up by double, trying to avoid Swarner.
Chris Vavale saying in the comments, "Yo, double the U, double the fun, let's go." So it looks like Mr. C Freeze is enjoying this battle that's been going on for quite a while. As D Crime is now 1.9. He was like 2 or 3 seconds off Airborne, 2.5 to 3 seconds. So he's slowly gaining. So Airborne needs to pick up his pace a little bit.
Well, which team's going to get 2 steps on the podium? Is it Renault or Ferrari?
That's a good
D
point.
Crime might have a say-so in that by the end of this race. 10 laps to go.
As it looks like Airborne Tiger is now catching up to a lap car in a minute. That is not Airborne, that is Swarner catching up to a failed UX's lap car. That is a AI, I believe. So we'll see if the AI gives him any room.
W wants turn 3 again. Here we go. A little better approach, and he gets a good exit this time out of turn 3. That might be technically turn 4 the way they call these tracks.
Yeah,
Turn
it's 3 or 4.
Turn 2 is a non-turn, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Turn
that
3.
Little bender after turn 1. I bet they call it turn 2.
But that's the FIA. That's not the TCR. So
see if Failed gets his car out of the way here. Let these guys battle. It is an AI mode.
I did not mean to be in that camera. As Swarner is getting the slipstream off Failed's car, and
Swarner has nothing in the reserves right now. W's got every advantage here. He's got to pick a spot and just take him.
As we have Graka maybe looking for a move on Kin Petter in the next one. Oh, Kin gets loose out of that turn. Graka is going to get a way better exit. He gets DRS. He has more ERS than Kin Petter, so we'll see if he wants to go for a move into the double left-handers. As they both get about equal entrances. Kin gets a better exit. As Graka, I am getting the rainbow tires from him, so don't know what compound he is on.
Graka's on the hard tire.
Okay. As Swarner is now conserving a lot more. He went from 11% to 30%. So W's at 100%. I don't know why he's not using any of it, but up to him.
I think he might be starting to do what you were talking about a little while ago. He's just kind of following right now. Let Swarner blow out those tires and take him maybe with 2-3 laps to go.
Maybe if you're listening, W, wait until the last lap in the last turn. Make it inciting. Risk it for the biscuit. As Graka is looking for a move on Kitten, but he can't get it. Kitten's just a, I guess, really good defender.
Spec Ops been quietly making up time on D-Crime. He snuck within DRS range under 1 second.
Airborne and D-Crime with almost identical ERS, so they're both conserving. Special is pushing to catch it back up. As Woodsy is getting passed by Frost Hacker. I don't think Woodsy knew that was for position. As the leaders are not coming up to these 2 lap cars here in a couple laps or so. So, do you think that the 2, I guess, battling lap cars will let them by? Or do you think that in the middle of their battle, they'll maybe hold up the leaders a little bit and give W more ground to work on?
Well, W could use that to his advantage. He might pick this as his opportunity to try and catch Airborne and overtake, or Swarner, I'm sorry, and overtake him.
And C-Freeze saying, technically speaking, it's turn 4. So we have both been wrong this entire race.
Well, I think the FIA is wrong, so.
Yeah, C-Freeze, you're
Stick
wrong.
that in your pipe and smoke it.
As we're just riding along on board of Swarner. Just listen to that nice the nice Renault motor working its best before he burns it out.
Sounds like a French vacuum cleaner.
As Special Ops is 4/10 off Darkest, he's gonna get DRS going down the long straight. He is most likely gonna push it up into Overtaker Ridge and try to gain on Darkest through this straightaway, as he cannot get enough to make a move.
Man, Spec Ops had the pace tonight. It's too bad he made that one mistake early on.
As he's still just staying in that same pace with Swarner, or Darkest, I mean. I don't know, I keep saying Swarner. And I don't know if he's playing cautious because he has less ERS. As I think Ultimate may have lost the back end a little bit, as there's a caution. As Darkest and Special go around the lap car of failed UX. Tomorrow night, you guys can join us on the Trinity Competitive Racing YouTube channel for Platinum Class action at this track. Jones said he's pretty excited to be doing this tomorrow, I heard him say earlier. So, we'll see if C-Freeze or Sequit, the Platinum rookie who took a win in his first Platinum race, or anyone else coming into Platinum will claim the victory tomorrow in Austria. C-Freeze told me that's going to be a really close race between all the Platinum drivers, and it's going to be exciting. So tune in tomorrow at approximately 8:30 Eastern time for some Platinum fun. Right, Jones?
W closing the gap, looking to get this move done. He's closing in quick on Swarner. Swarner this time using his head, conserving ERS. He's going to be ready for this 5-lap shootout right here.
W may have taken my advice and just waiting until the last lap, last turn to give us a little more content. Waiting the views. As they do pass the lap car.
It looks to me like Swarner's ready for it, so this should get exciting right here. We'll see who will do the better job at conserving the tires.
Which I think W may have been doing a better job at that. As Swarner's on the 18-lap-old mediums, W on the 17, Airborne Tiger on the 19.
Locking up. I had to look to the inside there, into turn 4, I guess. Down into 5 and 6 here. Double's sticking right with him. He's definitely got better grip right now. We'll see if he starts using this ERS to get the move done.
Kinpetter might have wrecked. Kinpetter wrecked! Is he going to get pushed out of points? Oh wait, maybe he didn't. He dropped 2 positions, so I was assuming that he may have.
Double DRS, heading down the front straight, going into turn 1. He's going to look for a move on Swarner. Swarner hangs in there nicely.
But W does have DRS, so that does mean a lot in this
Another
game.
opportunity up the hill, into 2, into 3. Not enough.
Another Skraka, I think, maybe struggling in this 22 lap with hards as he's down into P10.
I'm not sure where W's best opportunity is here. The way he's using his ERS, he's not quick enough on the straights to get a move done at the end. He's got to pick a spot to use that power, in my opinion, and get the move done. He's got to stop fighting him.
Definitely. As Kitten Petter and Graka pit, I don't think Kitten Petter will lose his P10. Kitten Petter has gotten a point at least every race this season, so it would be sad if he lost his streak because of an incident that happened, I guess, between them.
Great exit. W out of the final corner. Great exit heading into 1. He's going to get a move on Swarner here. Oh, Swarner closes the door.
As we listen to the Ferrari engine doing its work for W to maybe get the position done on Swarner through the right-hander. He might have the speed. He does. He's going to go around the outside. I cannot get a camera. He does not stick it, so Swarner is staying P1.
Good exit. Good exit. He's going to take him into 5. Not quite. They're going to go together into 6. Tough spot to be racing like this. W's desperate to get a move done. And he goes wide.
So, one thing I do want to point out while Jones was commenting is both drivers have around the same ERS right now. Both have 43%. So, that's going to mix things up for W. It's going to make it harder for him.
Advantage to W on the tire wear from what we've seen here. He's getting better traction out of the corners. He's starting to have okay pace on these straights. If he could stop making traction mistakes like that, can get a move done here, but he's got 2 laps to do this.
As Special Ops does dive in the pits. So we're waiting for.
I don't want to go away from this battle to check race director, but I believe both of these drivers are clean as far as penalties go. So this is a straight race here. W again in the gearbox of Swarner heading into the final corner onto the front straight. Final lap. Looking for a move, turn 1. Down on the inside, he dives. Gets around, Swarner goes wide. They're side by side going up the hill. W with the DRS. Up to turn 3, W's got the advantage. If he gets a good exit here, he's in good shape.
He does get a better exit than Swarner, coming on the long straight into turn 4, technically. So Swarner is going to dive down his inside. This is close racing. This is the last lap of the race. And Swarner does get in front of W. This is crazy, Jones. Continue off for me as I spectate these drivers.
Down into 5 and 6. W just trying to get a nose in there at this point. Swarner with a good move on 4 back there. Lap car pulls to the side. W just sliding all over, trying anything to get past Swarner. 2 corners to go. He's going to have to try something desperate here. Final corner. He just doesn't quite have it. Swarner's going to get this win.
That was hectic, I do have to say. So, Swarner...
And W did have 3 seconds. We missed that. So, W actually had to get by him many laps before that. So, he had a 3-second time penalty. Probably track limits related. Great drive by Swarner. Obviously, he didn't know that he had 3 seconds in hand, but great battling by those two. Renault gets 2 spots on the podium tonight. That'll be very handy for their constructor standings.
So do you want to get any drivers in here for a post-race interview?
Well, I'd love to talk to W and Swarner for sure.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and get the podium, I guess, in here. If you want to invite them, you are the host of the party.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
We'll ask them some questions, see what's running through their heads for those closing laps. So the two Renault boys closing off our podium. So my podium predictions wasn't exactly right. I did get Airborne P3 and Swarner P1, but D Crime did not pull off P2 for me, which I am very mad about that. So
Why don't you fire through those results for us?
okay, so we got Swarner P1, W P2, Airborne Tiger 37 P3, D Crime P4, Dre Diggy P5, Ultimate Gamers P6, Mr. Clues P7, Special Ops P8, Coleman P9, Kitten Petter P10, Grokka P11, Log P12, Frost Hacker P13, Failed UX P14, Woodsy Boy 15, D'Angelo 16, and then D'Angelo, the Varin, the Plaren, and Red Wing all DNF. So that is our 18 drivers from tonight. As we have W in here, we're waiting on Swarner and Airborne. Oh, there's Swarner.
Airborne does need an invite, if he hasn't already got one.
I'll get him an invite. What's up, guys? Thanks,
Wow.
thanks for that lovely performance.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I can't tell if Doug was crying or laughing.
Both.
It's probably
it
both.
was fun, but yeah.
I've been on both ends.
Oh.
I've been on both ends of that. It hurts.
Well, let's. I want to ask Airborne right away. How were your, or not Airborne? I want to ask Swarner. How were your tires at the end of that race?
Okay, with 2 laps to go on each stint, they died. And I'm gonna show everyone at TCR like the crazy save I had on like lap 6. My race could have ended several times. But that's the thing with low downforce is it's hard to pass, but if you keep the car going in a straight line, you'll be all right.
And you were aggressive with the ERS in both tire stints. We were watching that closely. W was saving quite a bit. You were, it looked like you were using everything you had to go fast.
Well, I mean, it ain't gonna go with you after this race, so might as well use it up. And it's all about where you use it too. I was burning it down the straights, overtake high all the way down the straights, and then put it down to the low and none.
Kind of like the bus driver on the way home.
Oh yeah, and yeah, that's kind of fun. But he definitely made me work for that one.
W, talk to me, man.
Yes, sir.
What do you think you could have done different tonight? Looked like you had the pace.
Yeah, my racecraft's a bit rusty. Not I mean, haven't had that fight in quite a while. Haven't had ZX on my side to do it. So, what should I do? I don't know. Probably get to the random 5-lappers and see how my racecraft goes. Because I think I have everything on the books, but he just did it better. Despite the ERS level despite the, I don't know, fuel maybe, despite the tires that he had. I know he's been struggling on the last two corners. And turn 5, I think it was, or turn 6. I'm not quite sure.
Well, there's only 9 corners on the track, so just go ahead and
There
say
you go.
everywhere.
No, I admit I have quite a bit of struggle with my traction, especially coming out of turn 2. So yeah, I don't know. I could go aggressive with my ERS from the start, but clicking the wheel spin is not what I want to do. So overall, it's pretty fun experience, despite the results that is not favorable. But yeah, still pretty good.
Well, a hell of a battle, nearly a race-long battle for you guys tonight. So I'm sure you will both watch that back. We'll get Airborne in here real quick. Airborne playing roadblock for the podium, protecting the podium, bringing home some more points for Renault. Renault besting Ferrari at Austria tonight, so they're going to extend their lead in the constructors. How do you feel about tonight, Airborne?
I mean, great. I was not expecting a podium, but I don't know. I just got speed out of nowhere, so it was great.
I love when that happens.
So, Airborne, you and Darkest were battling earlier in the race. What was happening there? As he was in front of you when you went, or right behind you when you went in the pits. When you came out, he was like 3 seconds off. So your undercut must have worked.
Well, I was in a party with Darkest before the race, and he told me that his setup was built for saving the tires, and mine wasn't. So, yeah, as long as I could beat him that stint, I knew that I could keep it in front of him the rest of the race.
Okay, kind of ahead of yourself there, but okay. As Jones, do you have any more questions for any of the drivers?
Oh, you're damn right I do. I got questions all night. Guys, we're going to France next week. Double. How do you feel about France? Are you going to get this done or what? We got to get you on the top step. You've got the pace these last couple of races. Is it your time next week in France?
I don't know. We'll see. I have a good setup already for France, but I gotta take a look at that for that. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. On the next week, we'll tell. Yes.
So, W, are you disappointed in your teammate Darkest for not getting that third step on the podium? I would be.
Nah. All the opportunity for me to get the #1 driver. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, you were sitting 9 points behind them before tonight, so I could see why you wouldn't complain.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty close. We try to keep it clean with each other, and so far we haven't had wheel to wheel yet, where we don't have team orders. So we shall see there. Maybe we gonna have it, maybe we don't.
So, anything else, Jones?
Yeah. Heading into next week, we're gonna have Airborne on top of the standings with Swarner just 4 points behind. I did not catch the fastest lap for tonight, so that might be involved there too. But okay. So we're gonna have Airborne and Swarner on top. And W, you're going to be right there with Spec Ops behind them. So getting real tight. You guys are heading into the second half of the season here. Looking forward to a real good battle on the driver's side. And then Renault versus Ferrari really developing here going down the stretch. Looking forward to that battle as well. So France next week. Well, just looking forward to it, guys. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you guys for tuning in to the TCR broadcast. Jones' POV Jones or my POV, probably Jones, will be uploaded to the Trinity Competitive Racing YouTube either tomorrow or tonight. So make sure to rewatch that and drop a like. But other than that, have a good night, guys. Tune in tomorrow for the Platinum race. Jones, you got anything to say?
That's it. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you in France next week. That'll be same time at 8:30.